So, level 2 McGill style side bridges. So before you even think about trying to do these, make sure you've mastered the level 1s and you can confidently do 3 sets of 8 on each side. Once you've got that, so we need to obviously, the key with back pain is basically being progressive, so you build up strength and you build up stability. So with the level 2, all we do is just basically enhance how much weight or increase the amount of weight that we're trying to fight against and force. So the way we do that is we take our legs from the level 1 position, we'll extend them out, and then we're going to scissor the top leg in front, the bottom leg just behind, like that. And I would suggest, rather than have your legs dead straight, try and get a slight bend in them, because it makes it a little bit easier to kind of pop yourself into position. Again, once you've got that, you've got to, like with level 1s, you've got to make sure you haven't got that horrible sideways bend or twists going on. Get yourself nice and straight. Again, I'd push the elbow just a little bit in front of where the shoulder is, but still keep it sort of in alignment with it. And then from there, again, my preference is arm on the side to stop Bill from trying to roll in. From there, and then again, like you do with level 1s, you just pop the hips forward. So we go up like that, nice and smooth. Again, we do our 10-second hold. And now it gets a bit trickier now as we push the hips back. We've got to kind of pop the hips back and bend the knees at the same time. So as controlled as we can with that collapsing, we just touch. And then we go again in for our second rep. And again, down, like that. So again, we want to avoid, from here, going just down. The other thing we want to avoid, a big mistake a lot of people do make on the first rep normally, is they kind of, instead of pushing the hips forward, they kind of whip up into it. If your back's aggravated, that will aggravate it even more. So avoid that, make sure, take your time to smooth out that transition into position, and make sure on the way back, you get it as controlled as you can. So obviously this is going to be a lot harder and more intense than level 1s. You're definitely going to feel your obliques and your QLs kicking on this. You might also, if your shoulders are a bit stiff or tight or weak, you're going to feel a bit more strain going through there as well. But like with the level 1s, you would do as many reps as you can comfortably on one side, then do a set on the other side, have a little rest, back to the first side, second side, have a little rest, and then finish off your third set. Again, what you can do with this is you can do them smaller frequent sets. If you're going to do sort of 1s and 2s, again, if you want to do a couple sets in the morning, 1s and 2s, and then afternoon and evening, give your body a chance to kind of build up. This sort of exercise, because it's not load bearing, you're not really using your big prime mover muscles, this sort of stuff you can do every day and multiple times a day. And if you want my opinion, I think you should, because you're going to get the most benefit from it. But again, you're going to feel big, big upscaling kind of challenge from level 1s to level 2s. But my sort of minimum standard for most of my guys, if they just want to be able to walk around relatively pain-free, you've got to be able to at least do these level 2s for 3 sets of 8. If you want to get back into training, we do sport, then you might need to look at level 3s, and then there's other exercises we can progress you onto for lateral stability. But this is your kind of your minimum standard is to do 3 sets of 8 of these comfortably for, to pretty much ensure that you're going to be, as pain-free as you can be for day-to-day life, and your back's going to have some reasonable stability against your own body weight. So level 2 side view. So this is our level 1 position. So when we're ready to progress to level 2, what we do for a setup is we extend the legs out, and the top leg is scissored and goes in front of the bottom leg. So if we're doing a McGill style side bridge, always make sure we scissor that top foot in front of the bottom foot, and they're not stacked on top of each other. So once we've got that, again, we do a sort of routine check, make sure we're nice and straight, haven't got that horrible sideways buckle. Again, my preference is arm here, and then from there, when we're ready, we pop forward as smoothly as we can, try and minimize whipping up and into it. We do our 10-second hold, and then nice and smooth, bend the knees, push the hips back as controlled as we can, touch and go, and back up nice and smooth without collapsing. Also make sure at the top you're not all buckled and twisted in. So we've got a nice straight line, shoulder, hips, knees, and ankles, and then down.